Hello there, South Mississippi. Today we're looking at chances of scattered showers and maybe even a few thunderstorms, so it's a good idea to take your umbrella and rain jacket. Tracking fog, rain, and thunder for your Wednesday morning. Look at that sun coming up over the Gulf waters from our Gulfport Tower cam, setting the stage for a beautiful Thursday. One of the thunderstorms has become so strong that a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. This is for northeastern Stone County. As you can see, it does include the northeastern portion of Stone County right here that will be east of Wiggins. So if you're watching from Wiggins, technically you are not included in this warning that will go for the next 60 minutes. But if we can get in a little bit tighter here, we'll see some of the communities impacted. So that will be White's Crossing along Big 4 Road. What we'll be watching for in this particular thunderstorm cell will be mainly the impact of hazardous winds which could reach 60 miles per hour. So this could cause damage to roofs, siding, and trees. And again, this is mainly going to be over northeastern portions of Stone County. It does also move into George County as well. So if you're in the Bendale community, this dangerous thunderstorm could be headed your way. So we pause the radar, and just to put things into perspective, show you the one area, this area that is going to have the strong winds, and that is what is going to be moving toward White's Crossing and Bendale before 6:30 this morning. A bigger picture of the radar, thunderstorms also in Hancock and Harrison counties. They are not at severe limits as of yet, but we're going to be tracking this line of thunderstorms for your Halloween Thursday morning, and then a completely different weather pattern heading into later today. These are the waves in the Mississippi Sound. There is the beach of Hancock County. The waves are on the beach, going through the beach and to the road. People are driving on the road that is at least partially flooded at this point.
Ooh, really wet weather this morning to start us
Nasty
off.
ponding on the roads.
Yes, it's going to be a bit of a difficult drive this morning. Just look at that first alert radar. Very heavy rain on I-10 between Diamond Head and Gulfport right now. So you see this curl, this swirl here in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We have to actually turn on water vapor to be able to detect it, because if we were to just use satellite and radar, look, you can barely see it this morning other than just faint little area of clouds over portions of Utah and Arizona. Definitely cool enough to grab a cup of joe on the porch. That's what my coffee meter is sitting at today, with those temperatures in the mid 50s. You can use the interactive radar map to zoom right on down to any areas you're interested in. Just look at that gorgeous sunrise, brought to you by the Silver Slipper over in Hancock County. One shower to track on first alert radar, that one located north of White's Crossing in northern Stone County. Other than that, very little rain so far Friday. The water that it's sitting over, very warm, so that's going to help this to get better organized. But there are some factors working against its organization, against its development. One of them, look at this huge wedge of dry air that this upper level low spinning over the Texas coast is pushing right in to that disturbance. Now it looks like it's doing a good job of preventing that dry air from getting mixed into its circulation, but it is really fighting that quite a bit. So that's one thing that I don't think is really in its favor. Some dry air could be inhibiting development. We also have strong upper level winds from that upper level low in Texas, pushing that disturbance off to the east, and that's making it a little bit lopsided. That's why you're finding more rain on its eastern side than on its western side. So these things, these X's, the dry air, the strong upper winds, I think is what it could be kind of the nail in the coffin for this disturbance to maybe not get that name Nestor. Even though the chance of that is 90%, maybe the 10% there is good enough to stop it from happening. So we have the tropical storm warning in effect for Florida's Panhandle, for South Alabama, for coastal Louisiana, not including New Orleans. No land areas in Mississippi under that tropical storm warning, because the system's wind field is going to be large enough so that it could potentially clip the part of Louisiana that pokes out into the Gulf, but not large enough to actually affect Mississippi's coast there. So that may explain why we don't have those warnings, even though folks to our west and east do. The 7 o'clock update, it's picking up speed. That upper low is really pushing it, so it's racing toward the Florida coastline. Now at 21 miles per hour. Look, there could be more on the way. I am tracking another cluster of showers and thunderstorms in East Louisiana. These are headed toward the Mississippi coast, so we can expect at least another increase in activity over the next couple of hours, especially for y'all on the front line there in Pearl River and Hancock counties. It will become wetter in those counties before 8 o'clock this morning. Got a 30% chance of rain for you, so take your umbrella just in case.
Wesley, what's the latest on what we can expect today?
Well, we're still looking at showers through the day on Friday, Rhonda. Right now, our MDOT traffic cam in Gaucher, near Gaucher Van Cleve Road around I-10, it has the rain coming down, so those folks are driving through what is basically a morning downpour. There's where the traffic cam was located. Tomorrow, we're going to continue to keep an eye out for these kinds of storms, severe storms by definition, which top a 60-mile-per-hour wind, have hail the size of at least a quarter, or they produce a tornado. That's the kind of stuff that triggers a tornado warning or severe thunderstorm warning. And so those are totally going to be possible tomorrow. Motion is stationary, so it has remained put on top of the northern Bahamas at this point for at least the last 18, if not the last 24 hours. Imagine that for a second. 24 hours of hurricane conditions at your location. Just an incredible thing to even fathom. And they have been seeing it since it was a major Cat 5. Now it's still a major Cat 3. Still nothing to bat an eye at. Your First Alert weather app will keep you on top of the forecast, and it's a great tool to get the latest alerts. If we get any warnings in the area, this is a good thing to have on your phone. Make sure you have the notifications turned on so that it might wake you up tonight if you get a tornado warning or severe thunderstorm warning tonight. Somewhere in this orange area, there's going to be severe weather likely tomorrow. Doesn't necessarily mean it will be here on the coast. It could be in Jackson. Doesn't necessarily mean it could be in Jackson. It could be in South Alabama. But somewhere in the orange area, that's the way the science works. Severe weather will likely occur. So that's why we're just being prepared just in case. Halloween Thursday. Rain is not going to be the story Thursday. Temperature will be the story Halloween Thursday. Look at what the morning temperatures are, 75. The afternoon temperatures, 60s and 50s. And the evening temperatures, 50s all over the map. So it is going to be a chilly Thursday evening. Look at Highway 90 in front of Jones Park. You can definitely see the streets are rain slicked. So you will want to give yourself a few extra minutes of travel time. Today, it's going to be okay at best. Probably closer to gross by tonight. But as we go into Saturday, huge drop in humidity, pleasant air on the way all day Saturday, pleasantly crisp for much of Sunday as well. So that is something to look forward to. The payoff from this wet weather we get today will be that enormous drop in our humidity. We go from dew points in the 70s today to dew points in the 50s actually by Saturday, maybe also in the 50s for much of Sunday. Waiting out at the bus stop, it will be on the cool side, those temperatures in the 50s. And hey, don't forget the rain jacket. Hit or miss showers possible as we go into the rest of your Friday. Take a look at your community's number. Don't really see too many 32-degree or colder readings. Could come close for some spots in northern Jackson County. Also will be colder for Pearl River, Stone, and George County, so those spots still need to place protections for people, pets, and plants well inland. Right now, First Alert radar showing some showers perking up across the area. Some of the heavier downpours right on Highway 49 just south of Saussure. That's about to roll into Saussure within the next 5 to 10 minutes. So you'll catch a quick downpour there. It'll last less than 15 minutes and it'll be on its way. As of now, no flood alerts in effect for the coast, but there is a flash flood watch in central Mississippi that goes until Friday. As we take a look at the rainfall forecast, you can see why. They're going to get over 3 inches of rain in spots like Jackson, whereas meanwhile down here, again, only around 1 inch of rain. Looks like wet weather is on the way, y'all. Is it going to rain every minute, every second of today? Not a chance. If you remember Monday, a lot of the rain waited until the evening, right? We had the Long Beach Parade on Monday, and the rain waited right until around that time to begin. Today could be similar. We're watching those showers and storms located by Texas and Louisiana. So you may go the first 6 hours of the day and not get any rain, and of course get complacent thinking that it will stay that way for the rest of the day, and you'll be surprised when the showers do begin to pop up later on. The good news about our high rain chance today, where we'll see widespread showers and storms, is that it will decrease by tomorrow. So this is just a one-day thing. We get the rain in and then we get the cool air out of it by tomorrow, as we'll see a cold front push into the area.